We're here.
We're here. 15 or 16 hours later. We're gonna get out on the water and look like it's the same place we were just at. Didn't even have to rig up any new rods. Hunching and frogging again. Getting the GoPro set up. Alright guys, just made it out to the Potomac River for the first day of practice for a Toyota series. Just drove in from Wisconsin, long drive, but we are out here. Got a couple days of practice before the tournament starts. Just got to our first spot here. A little bit of a mix of pads and grass. I've heard that the Potomac is a little bit light on grass this year, so we're gonna kind of look around, ideally find some matted stuff. This is kind of the time of year that the punching and frog bite should be pretty decent. I have a feeling that's what's gonna win the tournament. So we've got a punching setup on right now. Bandita bug, this is what I won the Potomac on 2 years ago around this time of year. Right now I don't have a hook on because this time of year you really don't get too many bites, so I'm really just going to be looking for some areas that I get a couple bites in. When I won the Potomac 2 years ago, it was on a stretch of mats that I literally got 3 bites in practice on and went back and just hit that mat day after day during the tournament, and that's what produced most of my fish. So really just looking for some places to get bit, and then we'll go back in the tournament and just kind of hope that they're there and hope that they're big ones. So might set the hook on a few of them, maybe flipping some pads or on a frog, but anything that bites this punching rig will not come in the boat. So we're gonna get going here. Heard that the bite is fairly tough. They just had a BFL 2-day here and took just a little bit over 30 pounds to win. So that's about average for this time of year. Probably only take 12 pounds or so a day to make the top 25. But we're going for the win on this one. So just looking for a couple stretches of mats, hopefully that have some big ones in them. Stay tuned, guys. Ooh. Oh gosh.
First one in the boat.
First keeper. We'll go. This is gonna be a long, grueling practice. I can feel it.
Long, grueling practice.
I don't know if that one would be a keeper.
Hey, first Potomac bass.
That's a solid one. Two and a half, 2 3/4. Might just be in the pads. There's not mats like there usually is this time of year.
Good God, dude. Ooh,
That's a
baby.
good one.
That's a fatty. He went slurp.
God, there's a big one.
Huh?
Big one just had it. Really? He still got it. He just dropped it. He had it the whole time, he just dropped it.
Midday update.
Well, it's 2 o'clock on day 1 of practice. It's been pretty slow. Had a couple bites, but nothing crazy yet. Nothing that I feel like I can win on quite yet. Not seeing as many mats as I would like, so focusing more on pads, but I think I can probably get a few frog bites, and then it looks like maybe a few bites in the pads. So right now it is low tide, super shallow up in these pads. They should be pushed out kind of towards the edges if they're going to be in here. But that's been it so far. Trying to find a better group of them because right now it's just kind of been here and there. That's a decent one.
Yeah.
Skinny. Alright, we are idling out for day 2 of practice here on the Potomac. Had a pretty decent day 1 of practice. Found a few fish, so we're gonna kind of try to expand on that today. Go fish a few new areas and see what we can find. Probably gonna be keeping it pretty consistent with the frog, chatterbait, a little bit of flipping and punching. Stay tuned. Well, it is 12:47 and we still have not gotten a bite today. So we've been checking some new stuff. Nothing around where I got the bites yesterday. Just trying to figure out if I could get bit anywhere else, but so far hasn't really been the case. We're gonna go fish probably one more creek, and then if nothing, head back to kind of the area that we fished yesterday and expand on it a little bit. But everything we've tried so far hasn't really worked.
Really?
I got him. I thought he was gonna be a snakehead, the way that he kind of came up on it. A little chunker.
Alright, we're live.
Final day of practice. It's been relatively tough, but gotten a few good bites throughout the course of the last 2 days. We've got until 2 o'clock to practice today, and then we've got to be off the water. Pretty much everything has been in one general area where I've been getting bit, so just gonna expand on that a little bit more today. On a tough tournament where you're not really getting too many bites, I like to just find as many areas as I can that I've got at least 1 or 2 bites on, and then you just kind of rotate those throughout the day and hope you end up with 5. And in this case, hope we end up with 5 pretty good ones. So just gonna fish around, try to locate a few more areas that might be able to get a bite or 2 off of during the tournament, and go from there. So stay tuned. Probably won't be too much fish action today, but we're gonna fish around a little bit. It's raining, guys, but we just caught one right by the ramp. Nice one. Another one. I might just start right here. Said I might just start right here. Alright guys, that wraps it up for practice. Had somewhat of a short day on the water. It was raining on us and conditions just weren't too good, so got off a little bit earlier than the 2 o'clock mark, but I don't think we ended up catching anything other than those 2 chatterbait fish that we showed you guys early in the morning. So that's it. It's gonna be a tough bite. It's gonna be a grind out there, but I think if I can get 5 bites on the frog during the tournament, I feel like I'll have a really good bag. Those fish that were eating the frog seem to be a little bit better quality, so I'm gonna stick with the frog for most of the day and maybe mix in a chatterbait a little bit just to get a bite or 2. That's the plan. Punching bite didn't really turn out to be too much, but we might punch a little bit here and there just to try to get a big bite. So stay tuned for the tournament. Should be a good one. Appreciate you guys watching this video.
DB's backyard. Maryland blue crabs, baby. This is the way we roll.